On the night of March 13th, 1997, the usually serene skies above Phoenix, Arizona, became the stage for an inexplicable phenomenon that would send shivers down the spines of thousands of witnesses. It was supposed to be an ordinary Thursday evening, merely filled with the whispers of the desert wind and the distant cries of coyotes. Yet, what unfolded was far from ordinary. Mary Whitman was one of the first to notice. A retired school teacher living alone in her modest bungalow on the outskirts of town, she was taking her usual evening stroll when the air grew uncomfortably still. Glancing skywards, her eyes widened in disbelief. Hovering silently above was a V-shaped formation of glowing, pulsating lights, far too vast to belong to any known aircraft. Her heart raced as she groped for her phone, fumbling to capture what her mind couldn't fully comprehend. Simultaneously, across town, a teen named Jake hurried back home from basketball practice. An avid stargazer, he prided himself on his knowledge of constellations. But tonight something was wrong. The familiar twinkling of the stars paled in comparison to the vibrant lights that moved silently across the sky. Their eerie glow casting a ghostly pallor over the landscape. Jake froze, his legs unwilling to obey the primal urge to flee. The lights silently drifted overhead, their movement almost predatory, as though they were sweeping the city with an unseen force. He wasn't alone in his observation. Hundreds, perhaps thousands, witnessed the surreal spectacle that night. Panic, awe, confusion. They blended into a collective gasp that seemed to hang in the air long after the lights vanished. Governor Finch quickly called a press conference. His usually confident demeanor was replaced with an uncomfortable rigidity. Behind the podium, under the scrutiny of the flashing cameras, he attempted to dismiss the incident as a military exercise gone awry. But his words lacked conviction. For every discerning eye in that room, it was clear that this was no drill. Then came the silence, an almost conspiratorial hush that blanketed the city and extended to the government. Whispers of cover-ups and alien encounters spiraled into a fever of paranoia. Mary found herself poring over late-night radio broadcasts and online forums populated with frantic speculations and dubious footage. Jake couldn't help but scan the heavens every night, a flashlight in one hand and a journal in the other, recording every peculiar anomaly he observed. Over time, the fervor dissipated, but the memory of that night lingered like a scar across Phoenix's collective consciousness. The sky seemed less trustworthy, the stars more secretive. Within the hearts of those who witnessed the Phoenix lights, a perennial question smoldered. Were they ever truly alone in the universe?